Hello and welcome to another plan with me. This week I'm using a kit from Scribble Prints Co. I think this might have been, it's either a mystery or anniversary artwork. It's basically like a kind of punk rock themed kit, and I've been saving this for the week that we went to go and see Olivia Rodrigo, and it just kind of gives me like the right vibes. I know she's like completely the wrong era because she's like a now artist, and there's like CDs and stuff referenced in the kit that are like grungy kind of artists, but it's just the vibes. So I thought I would use it because I don't know, I thought it was cute. But anyway, so that's what I did this week. I went to see Olivia Rodrigo on the Friday with Sarah and her daughter Elise. And the rest of the week was like a little bank holiday on Monday and just like working really. Looking at it now, I actually think the kit's more like just kind of like 90s vibes, and there's like a music box, so that's why I've like attributed it to that. But anyway, it's in glossy, so not, I actually didn't struggle too much because of the underlays, but like normally glossy is just a little bit stressful, but like I didn't actually have any problems, so touch wood, I can now cope with glossy sticker paper. But yeah, I love the spread. I think the art's gorgeous. It's Kittenish Girl Jess artwork, and I did pair silver foil with it. Like I only really did underlays. I can't really remember. I think I'm just trying to use up extras. Like I've got so many sort of sheets of foil where I've just got like a couple of boxes on each and icons and stuff to save up, so I'm trying to just sort of get through those. I need to go and organise them. But I think I'm gonna like make myself a foil album and do that all in one go. So at the minute they're all just like in I have like a paper sorter like section on my desk, and they're just like fired in there to be dealt with another day. But this is the week where I started to write kind of more detailed memory notes, so I have quite a lot of stuff for like each box, and I did this week all in custom scripts, but I did mention wanting to try and do like a week where I've got like a mix of custom scripts and then I add more information like by handwriting, and I have not filmed a spread like that yet, and I'm a bit nervous because I haven't written on camera in such a long time, and I'm just like very wary that I'm slow. But so that'll be in the next plan with me. But this one I used, I think, one of the new custom script fonts. It's one of my favourites. So I'm going to try and use it again soon, but I felt like it kind of fit the vibe of this spread. So anyway, I'm moving on to the plans. So Monday was a bank holiday, like I said. So I marked that with a Coffee Monsters Co bank holiday sticker. Again, like I have a bunch of these because I've bought the previous year's holiday sheets and not used them, but they're very cute, so I'm trying to get through them this year and actually remember that I have them. I then marked that I had a lie-in this day. So I said that I had more detailed notes this week. I didn't start off that way, it gets better, I promise. And then I marked that I found my old Gmail. So I have an old Facebook account and I cannot get Facebook to stop email. Not a Facebook, yeah, it is a Facebook account, but it's linked to like my very first Hotmail like address that I use for MSN. I cannot get Facebook to stop emailing. I've unsubscribed many times. They will not leave me alone. But every now and then I go on that Hotmail like just to try and find like if there's, I think this maybe was related to me trying to find my Neopets account. I knew it wasn't linked to this email, but anyway, I was on my old email and I realised that I had like a security alert. It said someone was trying to log into my Gmail and the Microsoft account was the like recovery email. And I was like, I don't even know, I don't remember having a Gmail from this long back. So I managed to get into my original Gmail, and it's so weird in there. Like it's an absolute ghost town in terms of spam emails. Like there's none. Like I don't think anyone knows about this email, and I kind of want to protect it for that reason alone. But anyway, I marked that I found my old Gmail because I just had no idea that I even had one that old. It was so weird. Anyway, I then marked that I got Winlock, which is like some kind of key combination stuck on my computer. I had to get Tom to come and I was trying to do something in Illustrator and my keys weren't doing what they should be, and I had to get Tom to come and help me. I was like, why is Illustrator not working? And basically I'd like pressed Winlock or something on my computer and it was making the keys not perform the way they should. I think I was trying to use Alt and it had like made it not work. So Tom fixed that for me. But I was like voice messaging Joanne. I was like, Joanne, why is Illustrator not working? Because like she's my like Illustrator oracle, like if I have any problems. And then I realised it was my fault anyway. So that was fun. Then I ordered some loop ear plugs this day because I was going to the concert and obviously I'd had my like, I think it was last week or the week before this spread, I'd had my like ear issues and I was a bit like, oh my god, like should I even go at all? But then I was like, I can't not go. And I was starting to feel a lot better by this day anyway. But I ordered myself the Loop Experience earplugs. I will say they worked very well, but I didn't like the fact that I could hear my own voice like way too much. So I did take them out, and I feel really bad that I took them out because like I know you should protect your hearing, but like also I hated that I couldn't sing. So it kind of ruined the experience for me, and I'm not sure if I'm going to wear them for Taylor or not because, well, I mean, that's 3 hours and I know the screaming is going to be too much. I think I might have to force myself to wear them. But if you have any tips for how to not hear your own voice, is that possible? Please let me know. Or if like, there are any different earplugs, but I think that's probably going to be characteristic of most of them. So yeah, that was annoying, but I think I should probably do it. And then the last thing I marked on Monday was that I packed a huge foil order. I had a customer who ordered, I think it was 18 copies of the Snowflake foil pack in silver. And all I could think was like, they must live somewhere that's so cold that they just need the Snowflake pack over and over and over. So that was really funny, and I was just like amazed. I think it's actually out of stock now because I think someone ordered the remaining ones. I was just like amazed that someone wanted that many copies of the foil pack. It was so cool. So next, on to Tuesday, I marked that I had my nail appointment in the morning just with a little foil alarm clock sticker. And then I tried to collate foil in the collator, and it actually almost kind of worked until he had a good suggestion. So the way I tried to do it was I had done it with the glossy sheet facing upwards, like the glossy side, and she said, why don't you flip them and try and collate it with the matte side facing upwards? Because what was happening was it was then starting to like slip as it got through the stacks. It started to slip more and more and more, and then it got jammed. So she was like, try and do it with the matte side facing up, and I haven't actually tried that yet, but I feel like it probably will work. So I need to remember to do that soon. Maybe I'll try and do it with the Snowflake one so I can restock it. Then I marked that I packed some orders, and it was Tom's dad's birthday this day, so I just marked that with a little cupcake. And then this day was, what am I saying? On this day, I had tried to make a sticker for Kat. So she had like a change to her like seating plan for the wedding, and I tried to make like a cover up sticker, and we tried like different options. I was able to like match the font, but it ended up being that the sticker paper that I had just wasn't like the right colour, and it wouldn't have really blended in very well. And like luckily for like some unrelated reason, the company ended up reprinting it, so she was able to get her change like added in anyway. But I tried those this day and like printed her a bunch of options basically. Then I did some brainstorming for some new journal sheets. I think this was, I actually don't think I've used these ideas yet. I had like a few of them, but I ended up just going down like this sketchy black like transparent like line art doodles route for this release, the one that came like after this. But I had like a few other ideas as well. I was going to do like paint splodge kind of stickers, which I have now actually done. What else? I think there was like a musical note range, and I can't really remember off the top of my head, but they are somewhere. So I worked on that. And then, oh yeah, so this was cute. I grabbed like some pens and I was gonna go and like try and do some like doodle practice like while we watched TV. And then Tom was like, I'll doodle with you. So we ended up putting like a little workshop, like a YouTube recorded like how to doodle guide on the telly, and we both were like doing it together. So that was fun, even though like it was bullet journal themed and like that's not really the kind of thing that he would want to learn to draw, but it was fun anyway. So following on from the like brainstorming for the journal sheets, I was looking for artwork for the like line art doodle sheets, and I found an artist who is literally like, well, I don't know where she actually lives, but she's in the same county as me, and I was like, oh my god, like she's local. And basically I'm just trying to find sources for the journaling art that isn't AI generated, which is really hard because basically a dead giveaway that something's AI generated is that it has that like watercolor style. But what makes it hard is when you are looking for actual watercolor style artwork made by humans, like it's very difficult to tell the difference. So I end up having to look for like when I can see that people have like made it, where they've like shown them drawing it, or I'll look for like how old it is. Does it predate when the whole AI art thing came to like prominence and stuff like that? Like I do like a lot of detective work to try and make sure that I'm supporting a person. And I know it's people that are making the AI art via the programs, but basically I have a big thing about trying to use art that's made by people. But anyway, sorry, I'm like really rambling. This artist, she actually makes like wedding stationery, but then she puts some clip art on Etsy, and they were really cute, and she has a bunch of different sets, so I really like that. I filmed my Easter plan with me this day, which I marked with a stick with the Plan Co Plan With Me Girl, and then I did a post run with Tom. I then forgot to edit my plan with me because I received some very exciting news. My friend Beth, who is on the PR team, she is going to see Taylor with like a group of friends, and one of them dropped out, so she had a vacancy in her group, and she was like, how would you feel about seeing Taylor twice? And I was like, tell me more. Because I'm going in August, but then when she asked, like, I'm probably going to sell my August tickets now, but anyway, she offered if I wanted to go with them, like I could. So now I'm going to see Taylor in June, so my dates moved up like 2 months, and it's very stressful, but it's fine. So I then marked that I had a panic regarding my Eras tour outfit, because I think I mentioned that Joanna had previously been helping me plan it, but then there was like no sense of urgency when it was like 2-3 months away, but now it's no longer far away, it's literally like in 2 weeks. So had to sort that out really quick. And then at this point the plan was to sew my outfit, and I mean I did textiles in A-level, but I have not done anything since. I've not sewn. I don't even own a sewing kit for like fixing like buttons. So it was quite an ambitious goal. But Joanne did find me some fabric, but we actually ended up finding like Joanne's original idea. Joanne's been like the whole brains behind my outfit. We found the original idea on Vinted anyway, so luckily I didn't have to commit to sewing anything. But for like a couple of days, that was like definitely the plan. So on Thursday, I marked that it was getting really warm with a heatwave sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. And it did not continue to stay warm, but on this day it clearly was. And then I marked that I had a really big design day. So I was catching up on like everything that I probably should have done earlier in the week. So we had kits and scripts and journaling kits, and I marked them with like a 3-heart checklist and kind of did like a header with an appointment box, and I really like the way this looks. Then me and Tom went to this little sandwich shop near our house, and it's really cute. I feel like, so we've lived here for like 5 years, maybe longer, and I'm really annoyed that we've never been there before. Like it feels like such a missed opportunity because it was so cute and the people were really nice, and like we want to make it a regular thing to go there for lunch. I then marked that in the evening I watched an Eras Tour live stream, so I believe this was the first like night of the European leg. So it was in Paris, and luckily like people stream it on like TikTok and stuff. Like I could not watch a show and have my phone the whole time like recording. I don't know how people do it, and like it's such a sacrifice that I would not be willing to make. But we watched that because I wanted to see like what changes were made to the set list, and there was a lot. And like the whole way through, like I was speaking to like Joanne and Beth at the same time, and we were like, what's going on? Like this has now like been removed, and we were like, oh my god, like why has she removed this? Why has she changed the order? And then we got to the Tortured Poets Department section, which was the new section added for the album, And we were like, yeah, we completely understand. I get it now, because it's so good. And like, I don't regret that I've like seen it, because like it's not going to spoil like the actual seeing it live experience for me. It's just so good. Like I cannot wait to go. And so I basically just marked that I was so excited to go, because I just like can't explain how excited I am. I'm so excited. Anyway, so the next day, Friday, this was the day that we were seeing Olivia Rodrigo, and full transparency, I have not really listened to her since we booked the tickets. And I think like if I had to book them like today, like would I go and see her? I don't think I would be that bothered. But I really, really enjoyed myself, even though like, I didn't think I knew that many songs. Like, I mean, I listened to the album a lot when it came out. Well, I don't know if I even listened to it a lot. I listened to it like a decent amount, but then I never listened to any of like the deluxe songs that came out afterwards. But I saw her the first time that she toured, so I kind of like that I've seen her like twice that she's come to the UK. I'm sure it's only twice. If it's not, then never mind. But I really would like to be able to say that I've seen an artist every time they've toured, and there's like no one I can say that about apart from Olivia. If maybe, I don't know if she's toured before, I don't know. Anyway, hopefully that's the case. But yeah, I still enjoyed it, even though I was a bit like, oh, I don't know if I know any songs, but like I definitely like knew enough. So on Friday, I marked that new releases went live. There was new kits and scripts, and then I marked that this was the day that we found the dress from Vinted, the dress that saved me from a stressful couple of days of sewing. So I'm sure I've mentioned it. I'm doing the lavender haze outfit that she wears on the tour, so it's like the sparkly purple dress. I did order some black boots. Well, she wears like navy boots, and hers are like below the knee, like they're like sparkly navy. I found above the knee black boots, and I was quite confident about them until they came. I don't think they're very me. I don't feel very comfortable in them. Like physically they're comfortable, but like from like a fashion standpoint, I don't feel like they suit me. I don't like them, so I'm not gonna wear them. I think I'm just gonna wear my black docs because like rather be comfortable. But anyway, the dress is really cute, and I've posted it to Joanne because she needs to take some of the length off because I'm just like really short, and it's not a petite dress, so she's altering it for me, which I'm very grateful for. This day, me and Kat, well mostly Kat, we did like a vague brainstorm of like things that I maybe want to do for my 30th birthday. I'm like in two minds about whether I want to party or not. It's a bad time of year for me, like in terms of like being busy, and then like September to the end of the year it just gets busier because you've got Christmas, so I'm like, I don't think I can fit in a party, which is like such a stupid excuse. Like I know I could do it if I wanted to. I don't know what to do. But Kat found some really cute ideas. Like she made me a little Notion document of them. It's so cute. So I might do something small. I don't know. I would like to do something. I don't know. So we thought about that this day. Tom made chicken and rice because we had to have dinner early because we're going to the gig. And I'd like optimistically been like, can you start dinner and I will come down after I finish doing my hair? And I took so long that he just made all of dinner. But after that we went to the concert, which was in Birmingham, and Tom drove us and then waited in the car park like such a dad. I was gonna drive, but he offered, and it was like Birmingham in rush hour, so I so graciously let him do it instead. Shout out to Tom. So yeah, he did that, and then when we were inside there was someone like a row in front, like to the side, so I could kind of see that like she had her phone open. She was doing the Wordle and she had the same starting word as me, which isn't really like that weird. So my starting word is adieu because you get like most of the vowels out the way, and I am that person that always plays the same starting word, like I'm very boring. But anyway, she did the same, and I was like, oh my god, we have the same starting word, even though it's a very common starting word. Like out of all the common ones, I think it's like one or two. Anyway, I was impressed, and I have not played Wordle in ages, but it kind of reinvigorated my like love for Wordle, which was fun. Then I enjoyed the concert, and then when we got out, we went to find Tom because he thought the concert finished, so he like walked towards the venue and then it ended up not finishing, so he walked back and he didn't have any signal in the car park, so it was kind of difficult to like stay in touch. But we were like just following the car park had like multiple exits, and we accidentally went in a different one to the one we came out, and we were just like following it down to get to our level. We got to our level, which I think was at level 3, and there was no door to get out of the stairwell, so we had to like go back up and then try and get out like via a different way, and it was so bizarre. But anyway, we did find him eventually, which was great. Then when we got home, I think Tom already knew this because he'd been like on his phone the whole time. We saw online that the aurora borealis was visible in the UK, which is like absolutely weird and like unusual. So to be fair, like we looked like into the sky with our eyes and didn't see anything, so we were like, I guess we missed it. And then it turned out that actually you could see it really quite well with a phone, like through the phone camera, so we should have done that, but we didn't know to do that at the time. So we watched this like stargazing guy on YouTube for a bit, but he couldn't see it, I think, at this time. I don't know. Anyway, so we just went to sleep. But I think if we'd stayed up, because we were already up quite late, I think if we'd stayed up we probably would have seen it, which is frustrating. But on to Saturday, I marked that we had pancakes after a lie-in. I'm trying to make like Saturday be a pancake day, so we've been having them a lot, and I'm still like very much on board with this. I think we had them twice last week, and I think it was too much for Tom, so I'll keep working on him. I designed the mystery this day, and then I called my dad and I told him about the Northern Lights, and he like hadn't heard anything about it, and I was like, oh my god, like try and see them. And we also tried to see them on Saturday as well, and it was just pointless. We couldn't see anything. It was so cloudy. I was like tracking it the whole day, well, the whole night. Like I got these apps on my phone and I couldn't see anything. I was so upset because I just felt like I'd like ruined it by not seeing them on Friday, but I tried anyway. We were like in the garden with my camera, and I don't even know why I tried with my camera because I don't know a thing about astrophotography. Like Tom's watched a few videos on it, but like technically I don't know how to do it, so I was just taking like blurry pictures of the stars. But I tried. And then I've like skipped the bottom, but on this day I also did my I filmed the spread where I used the Besties kit for Kat's hen do, and I loved the way that spread turned out. And then we played Stardew Valley with Julia and Sean, and Tom accidentally let a bomb off in the farm, and we didn't really like ruin too much. I think we blew up a few fences and stuff, but it was right where the animals were, so for a while, like, well, not for a while, for like maybe like a couple of minutes they were able to escape, but they didn't really want to. It was just funny though that it happened. Then on Sunday, so my dad had taken some cuttings of some hostas that he had in his garden, and he was like, do you want them in a pot? And I was like, yeah. So he brought me those, and they're really cute, but I need to get some slug pellets because he was like, slugs love them. And I was like, oh, okay, so I need to deal with that. But I'm getting like 2 flowers, I think, which is exciting. I don't actually know how they're going to look when they flower, so that'd be a nice surprise. Then when Dad was here, we noticed how like, well, we kind of knew, but like how full of weeds the drive was. So me and Tom like had a quick go at just like picking up what we could without like making it a whole expedition. We just like weeded the worst parts, so that was good. And then I also finally repotted my monsteras this day into semi-hydro. So when I propagated them in like September, I always planned to put them in semi-hydro, but I kind of forgot about them for it's been like 8 months, and we didn't really need to propagate for that long. But anyway, got a good root system out of it, so that's the main thing. And I actually have a new leaf now on one of them, which I'm very excited about. I printed and cut them a mystery this day, and I filmed some plan with me's. We had a pasta bake for dinner, and then I marked that I tried to see the aurora again, but it was not successful. Sad times. So that was what I had left of the kit, and here is a little wiggle to show the finished spread. It looks really cute. It was like the perfect spread to mark seeing Olivia, and I love the way it turned out. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the plan with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!